Hello and welcome to my channel. Thank you to all of my subscribers. It's been a very busy time. Midterms are thankfully over. It's been quite the journey to get to this point, ending of week 9, starting of week 10 soon. And I just wanted to update you all. And so, yay, I am passing all of my classes. I am currently taking 4 classes right now. Who told me to do that? But anyways, all of them are connected. All of them are helping me with my research areas and allowing me to think and explore things that I haven't had the chance to do so before, but also to dive deeper in things that I knew. I will say that it's legit a struggle, balancing as well as adjusting to everything that has happened here, moving from Florida to Maryland, starting a PhD program, being a first generation PhD student, as well as acclimating to being back in school after being out and a practicing librarian for several years. I've registered for my spring classes. I will be taking 3, maybe 4 classes. I don't know if I learned my lesson yet, but we'll see. We'll see. But I did register for 2 classes that I'm really excited um, about, and I am so grateful for the people who have been insightful to me in terms of letting me use them as a sounding board to talk about what it is that I want to research and what research design and methods courses that would be helpful for me to learn. And so, if you are a PhD student, graduate student, if you're interested in research design and research methods, I highly encourage you to talk to several people who either have degrees are in that area, or at least connecting with people who are doing the methods and methodology that you think you'd be interested um, in using. So really looking forward to learn more about server design and questionnaire design. So I have been busy, as most of you know who follow me and know me well. Overcommitment is my middle name, but I am taking a lot of steps backwards, and I just want to say kudos to my accountability partners and my chief of staff for keeping me on lock, meaning that they keep me from saying yes to so many things. And because of that, I have been able to focus on the things I've always wanted to focus on, and so I've had the opportunity and the ability and space and brain power to be able to create 2 communities that one that I've been meaning to create for about 2.5 years. And we just got started. And the second one, because I became a PhD student, I wanted to connect to other Black PhD students within library and information science and related fields. So, super excited to form those and working with people there to help build them and to be able to be in the same space, talking about things that matters to us. And recognizing that one thing is that rest is important. Work will always be there, you won't. And so being able to, in the midst of 4 classes, being a grader, um, community building, doing my own research, working on a book chapter, working on a blog post. The list goes on, y'all. Um, I'm on 2 grants, 3 grants right now. That time can very quickly fall away from you. So being able to walk in those breaks. Rest is resistance, as Trisha Hershey's new book is coming out. Please get it. But also acknowledging that rest is productivity. We cannot be going 24/7. Okay. So even for me, I have scheduled time for me to take a break, to be able to just sit and think and dream and nap. Okay. As somebody who cares about me once I go sit down someplace, eh? So, and that time off is important, is very different. Being a full-time PhD student, I have my own consulting, and, speaking a little business. And so for me, being able to take mental health days, be able to take some time to take care of me is so important because I believe that self-care is community care. So I'll be presenting at Live Learn X in NOLA in January. Super excited about that. And I will be talking about my experiences being the first diversity, equity, and inclusion librarian at the University of Florida. So if you're going to be in NOLA, around late January, let me know so we can meet up. And it is application season. Oh my gosh. I am going to be applying for funding and doing all those things and figuring out what I'm going to be doing for the summer. I know that the summer is months away, but usually for um, internships and jobs and research opportunities, you have to start looking now and start applying. So, do you have something or some things lined up, or if you're going to take the summer off to know that? So, my advice, which you may or may not have heard, keep a spreadsheet. I'm a spreadsheet person. People close to me would say that yes, Tawana has a spreadsheet for almost everything. So creating a spreadsheet to keep track of what you're applying for, where you are in the process, definitely having at least 4 to 6 people who can write a letter of recommendation can be a reference for you that is focusing on the work you might be doing as a professional, the work that you might want to do or do in academia, as well as somebody who's worked closely with you on several different projects that can talk about you as either a leader, a co-author, committee person, etc. And then essentially being able to have time to be able, like making that a part of your schedule. That is so important. And not trying to have it, oh, I'm going to do this at whenever I have time. Make time for the things that matter. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back of the room. Make time for the things that matter. Okay. And to pay yourself first, to focus on you first. Okay. Some things that I'm still learning is saying no to myself. I have gotten much better at saying no to others. Is just saying no to myself and being disciplined. Um, like I said, I have two wonderful accountability partners that I share every opportunity that I think I want to do. I share it with them and I listen to them. And even though I try to argue with them, they'd stand firmly because they care about me. And I know that I've been burnt out. They know when I've been overwhelmed. They know when I'm gonna get on the verge of becoming burnt out. And burnout don't look good on nobody. Okay? I don't care what nobody says. Burnout does not look good on anybody. Okay? Creating a semester plan and being open to adjusting. Like I came in being able to say, like, I have this laid out, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But for me, being open and being flexible and having time for things that are not planned, the serendipitous stuff. So being able to have time for that, you know. I love volunteering, but one of the things that I realized is that I've overcommitted myself in the area is of service. Okay. And so for me, all I'm taking on is short term volunteer opportunities. It could be one day, 1 week, but also acknowledging that I have a longer term service obligation as well. I'm here to do research, learn how to be a better teacher, learn how to be a better researcher and scholar, um, work on figuring out what I want my dissertation to be on, conducting the research for it, and analyzing the data, and being able to write about it, and finishing my dissertation. But the 4 to 5 years leaves a whole slew of things that can happen. It's going to be challenging, but I think it's a good challenge that I'm up for. Everything takes longer than you think it does. I am speaking to myself and others when I say this, especially if it's like the first time or it's been a while doing something. I've had to give myself a lot of grace and kindness during this whole process, a lot of grace and kindness. And mental health is so important. That's actually one of my focus and have been one of my focus is mental health, particularly learning more about mental health in graduate school as a PhD student and becoming more of an advocate in that sense. And it's okay to not be okay. We're still in the middle of a pandemic. Flu season is lighting up these streets out here, y'all. Like, you have your own personal and collective traumas that we're all dealing with. Okay. So don't be judging yourself as shoulda, coulda, woulda. Don't do it. Don't do, it is okay to get help. Okay. It is okay to seek professional help because you matter. So I will be posting at least once a month. I'm thinking of including a visual aid for December's post. So if you want to see that, let me know. And also comment on what topics you'd be interested in me covering. Please like my video, subscribe to my channel, and once again, thank you so much for watching.